In a faraway town called Anxiety Town, there lived a young woman named Lily. She was the master of worrying. She had a championship. Whether it was a chance of rain on a sunny day or her soup burning, her mind was a never-ending parade of what ifs and oh no's, favorite words, sitting on a special chair pondering about every possible catastrophe. One day she received a mysterious letter from a bird that looked suspiciously like a pigeon. The letter invited her to the Tower of Worry, promising to help her confront her fears and hopefully find some peace. Lily read the letter and thought, what if the tower collapses? Or what if it's filled with giants, spiders, and monsters? What if I get lost and can't find my way back? Well, anyway, despite her reservation this time, she decided to go. She packed her bag with every essential, an umbrella in case of rain, a flashlight in case of dark tunnels, and an entire first aid kit in case, well, everything. So she set off towards the Tower of Worry. When she arrived, the tower looked as scary as it sounded, and then she saw a sign at the entrance reading, "Face your fears and they will disappear." Well, here goes nothing, I'm here. She pushed the door open. Came across the first room called the Room of Social Anxiety. Inside, Lily found herself surrounded by people who stared and whispered. Her heart raced. What if they're judging me? What if I say something embarrassing? But after a while, she realized that the people weren't actually talking. They were just standing there frozen like mannequins. So, does it mean no one is judging me and it's all in my head? Lily said, and shh, the room vanished. And then she moved to the next room, the Chamber of Failure. She moved on, and then she saw herself failing at everything. Dropping plates, missing deadlines, tripping over her own feet. Oh no, this clumsy me, she thought as usual. But then she saw something interesting. Every time she failed, she got back up and eventually succeeded. Maybe failure isn't the end of the world, she whispered. And then, whoosh, the Chamber of Failure disappeared. She moved on to the next hall, the Hall of Health Scares. When she entered, she was greeted by maze of medical charts and doctors in white coats and alarming health reports. And then she began like her usual self. What if I have a terrible disease or illness? And a voice said, most health fears are blown out of proportion. She wondered. As she absorbed this information, she realized that many of our health fears were based on misconception and misinformation. And all of a sudden, the whole of health scales transformed into a place of clarity and understanding rather than a place of terror, reminding her that every informed action was far much better than living in constant fear. On this realization, the room vanished. And then she moved to the next room, the Vault of Uncertainty. It was dark, and the room was filled with rusted vault doors, each labeled with various life uncertainties. But however, as Lily looked closer, she noticed something interesting. Each door had a small unlocked keyhole, and when she looked through it, she saw that on the other side, it wasn't filled with data. Rather, it was filled with various roads, pathways, and options. The door was open, symbolizing that while the future was uncertain, it wasn't locked away, and there were always possibilities and choices available. Each time she opened the door, she saw different options and paths. And then a soothing voice said, uncertainty is just a part of life. Embrace it and find new opportunities. At this point, Lily realized that the Vault of Uncertainty was not a prison, but a place of potential. By embracing with an open mind, she could navigate any uncertainty. And finally, she moved to the top of the tower. Lily saw a mirror with a message. Worry gives small things big shadows. She realized that worries only had power because she gave them too much attention. Returning to Anxiety Town, she noticed that the town seemed brighter and friendlier. Her fears had shrunk to manageable sizes. Her chair became her reading spot of adventures instead of pondering disasters. Lily still worried time to time, but now she faced her fears with newfound confidence. And every time she saw a bird like that pigeon, she couldn't help but smile, grateful for the journey that turned her worries into something much smaller. Remember, worries often grow bigger in our minds than these things are in